Welcome back to another episode of Stuck in the Side Quest. Today we're free roaming. If you're new here, that means we pretty much just have a free form conversation. We don't stick to any topic. We just talk about whatever we want to talk about in the moment. I hope y'all enjoy it. Let us know. Talk back, comment, whatever you need to do. So let's get to the episode.
Welcome to Stuck in the Sidequest podcast. This is a free roam. Here we go.
Glad to be back.
All right, so we're starting off with some real saucy stuff right now. We're talking about farming simulator. We're talking about tractors.
She thinks my tractor's sexy.
The tractor makers are they're scrambling to get their gear into that farming simulator.
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's a tight race. I mean, you can only fit so much into
John
the new.
Deere.
It used to be that they had to ask for it. The people who made the game. Now
They're
the
asking
people who
them.
make the trash.
Now, I heard-
have to ask for it.
Now listen, I heard Caterpillar's going to be in this new game.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
No, New Holland is still there. Don't worry about that.
Take my
Caterpillar.
money.
I'm so bad at this. I'm gonna try to spell caterpillar.
Caterpillar.
Oh, put skid steer by it. Oh, put 289. No. Put Caterpillar.
Oh shit!
Just type in 289 in
Yeah.
Google.
289 skid steer. Right there.
Stir.
That's stir.
Steer.
Hell yeah.
Images.
Tyler's so invested.
Scroll down.
Look how sexy.
Scroll down. That one right there. Your mouse is on. Click it.
This one.
Yes,
That's what y'all got.
that's what Brian just bought.
Hell yeah.
$90,000.
It's
Hell
beautiful.
yeah.
Damn, that is nice.
Yep.
Every time me and
So-
Tyler pass a skid steer, we both yell, skid steer.
Yeah.
Every
Um,
time.
So if y'all do not know, I cut trees for a living. I found out in Farming Simulator, I grind stumps for a living. Let me put it that way. I work for a tree business, but I grind more stumps than I cut
Grind
trees.
on me.
In Farming Simulator, you can get a skid steer, which we don't have this, but you can get a skid steer and get a stump grinding attachment for it. You can grind stumps. It is
With a remote control? Or with the skid steer?
So you
with the skid steer.
There you go. So you come home from work, and then you get on your game and do what you do at work.
Sometimes.
You have an
Yes.
issue.
I mean, I poop at work. I come home and poop.
They ain't
so-
got no x-ray games. What am I supposed to do?
Shit,
They
well, had
do.
a
They
linen
do. They got
delivery
sermon
service.
simulator.
Sermon simulator?
Sermon simulator.
Look, me and Tyler would be pretty good at podcasting if we could fucking pronounce words and do
Yeah.
words right. We're
So-
not good at language. We're sorry.
So Tyler and I have been watching The Walking Dead because I've never watched
I've
it,
seen it.
and I'm really enjoying it.
Andrew Lincoln is a Gryffindor.
Yep. Just learned that.
Yes. And then also Netflix has been really pushing the Hunger Games recently, and that's been all over my TikTok too. So we watched the first Hunger Games last week. And so my question is, who is better with the bow, or who would win in a battle? Katniss Everdeen or Daryl?
Daryl all day. Oh, don't you? Over
I don't
there.
know, man.
He has a
I don't know.
crossbow.
Katniss is
Good.
pretty
Alright,
fucking
technically-
deadly.
Whoa.
With a bow?
Yeah.
I mean, with a bow, I'd have to give it to Katniss.
Well, no crap. This is why I told her argument's invalid, because Katniss uses a bow and
Daryl uses a
Daryl
crossbow.
uses a crossbow, which
I don't know.
is a
But she's quick as fuck with that bow. I feel like
and very accurate.
I feel like she could get to the draw faster than Daryl.
See,
could.
that's the thing. I don't think she's ever gonna find Daryl. That's the thing.
I don't know.
she's good at tracking though.
Hold up. Daryl's good at killing zombies. She's good at killing
right.
folks.
No.
Fucking people running at her.
No.
And shit.
Children.
Yeah.
Top
Daryl-
athletes.
Daryl's good at killing folks too.
Yeah, but
Hey, what was the third season motto? Kill the dead, fear the living.
Yeah, he was fair in the living.
yeah.
Katniss don't.
You
Yeah,
once
I'm
said
telling you, man.
we don't kill the living.
I would not go against
wasn't till the
Katniss.
living
I
try
would
to
not
kill
want
us.
fight her.
Are they coming out with another movie?
I
It's
feel
the
like
prequel. It's like this Ballad
like,
of Songs
yeah.
and Snakes or some shit like that.
Katniss doesn't have a whole lot of feelings like
Daryl.
Daryl does.
Yeah.
Like Daryl's like the big sweetheart.
No, see,
Katniss doesn't really have a whole lot of
This
feelings.
bitch is. I mean, I guess they're
At
both
least at the
survival,
end.
but
no, she's only saying this right now because Daryl's at a low point where we're at right now.
I love
we're in the
Daryl.
5th season.
I do like him.
Beth just died.
oh god.
Yeah, that was
She's
rough.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. He's in a real rough place right now. So she's only saying this because he's sensitive. He's not.
Well, I still like
I
him.
still think she's harder than fucking Daryl.
She's
honestly.
a child, and she's like,
It's a close race, but she has.
Well, you said you asked who, and my vote is Katniss. But
Daryl.
what do you think, Katie?
She don't give a fuck.
I was gonna say Daryl, but you kind of won me over because it is the difference in the weapons and the fact that he's killing slow. Like Walking Dead zombies are notoriously slow.
Right.
See, y'all.
If we're in
no,
a zombie
no.
apocalypse, we need the Walking Dead zombies.
Killing.
Oh
have you-
yeah.
If
Watch
it's
the,
Last of Us, I'm blowing
let me
my
talk.
brains out.
Let me talk. Let me talk. Watch The Walking Dead.
We
This
have.
man will hit a squirrel from a quarter mile away, running up a tree.
Have you seen Katniss the way she shoots shit?
Yes,
Katniss
but you're
can hit a
saying
squirrel
all your main
jumping out of a tree.
your
Right.
main argument is that he's just cute and so.
This
wonky.
chick.
This man
chick
shot
sits
an
in-
owl.
she's also very young. In the book, she is very young, which means she has her whole life to get way
She
even
literally follows what are they called, Jabberwockies,
Yes.
in the air and takes his bitch out while it's a bird just flying in the air, and she
Are
just
they
nails
probably
are
it.
they
do it.
Jabberwockies?
I
It
know
was a
there's Tracker
Jabberwocky.
Jacker.
There's Tracker Jackers.
Jackers.
There's Mockingjays,
Yeah.
but this is a Jabberwocky, the one that mimics the.
I don't
the
think that's-
Mockingjay.
No, it's called a Jabberwocky.
I felt like that was
It's a
right.
Jabberjay.
Jabberjay.
Jabberwockies is like
Oh, that's like
Alice
that
in
mythical,
Wonderland
yeah.
or some shit.
But Jabberjays.
So I was
That's
about
what I
to
was
say,
saying.
that's
I
not
thought
correct.
Jabberwockers
I don't-
were like
I don't
things
believe
that hide in the woods with like the goat skull.
They're in the woods.
Hey, you know the thing about the Hunger Games though is that yeah, it's all big right now, but I'm pretty sure
Oh,
they're
I am
pulling
totally
all of them
wrong.
off of Netflix within like the next month.
Oh yeah, they
so
are.
that's why it blew up.
Yeah,
These
but
are fucking ugly ass dragons.
And
Yeah,
honestly-
no, right. I mean, she could hit that. It's a
Look
flying
like
Look at them
fortress.
teeth.
Look like Tyler
scary.
teeth.
Hey, man.
anyways, the Hunger Games. You know, sometimes back in the day, flipping through the TV, it'd be like a Hunger Games marathon or a Twilight marathon. It'd be like, I don't feel like watching the Hunger Games, but we watched the first one the other day, and I was like, why am I not like fangirling over this all the
The
time?
girl on
I-
fire.
I read all the books, and I read the last few before the movies came out, and I was a huge fan. But my mom did not want me reading them in 5th grade because she was like, "It's just a book about a bunch of children dying."
I mean,
Yeah.
they did kill a lot
but
of
we
kids.
learned about the Holocaust, you know. So it's
So
like,
That's how you
that's
get kids to
history.
read.
I'm not gonna lie, I rewatched all those movies like within the last month. I just watched all of them. on
They're
Netflix.
good.
They're
I
good.
They're
walked in
alright.
here and was like, "Is this man watching the Hunger Games right now?"
The first one, I really like. I like the whole concept behind the Hunger Games.
the
like,
second one's
the
good.
whole colonies or what are they called? Colonies.
District.
Districts, yeah.
And the third one.
I liked them all. I thought it blended together. I mean,
Yeah.
I've yet to be able to finish the third one because I get
It's
like
2, right? Yeah, it's Mockingjay Part 1
Part
and Part
one,
2.
too.
I think
Yeah.
I watched part 1, but I kind of zoned out, and then part 2 I still haven't watched it because I'm just like I can't get through
Catching
this.
Fire was really good to
It
me. Like
was.
the way it
Isn't that where they have
transitioned.
this like 75th and then
Yeah, it's the quarter quill.
Yeah.
And then
Which I saw a thing on Hey Mitch the other day. He was on the 50th year anniversary.
oh, he won that one.
Yes, and they put double the amount of people in that one. And then
God.
yeah, the place was very beautiful too, and it was just like
So it was 48 people in
yeah.
there.
Double the carnage, double the fun.
Yeah.
at the beginning, boom, boom,
Yeah.
the cannons
Yeah,
firing.
they just
every
It's like
day.
a minute and a half.
It was
just-
a mass murder in the beginning because it was like they put this huge cornucopia in the middle that was just beautiful and like
Hey, bro.
They probably
everybody.
all
That's
went and ate. It was
beautiful.
like poison or some shit.
Yeah. So it was, yeah. And then something happened at the very end. Like, I think they killed his mother, and that's why he became an alcoholic.
Maybe drinking.
After he had won the whole thing, you know?
Nah, I really like Hunger Games, though. What did you say, Trevor? Who'd you vote for?
Katniss.
Yeah, see, I'm the only one. See?
Sorry, dog.
See? Yeah, I know.
I mean, Daryl's a close
Oh, yeah, no,
second,
I love Daryl. I'm just saying I'd put my money on Katniss.
but Daryl's probably gonna be
She
dead.
shot that apple boy.
Yeah. Thank you for your
A
consideration.
steel apple just sitting there.
The
A steel
Stagnant.
apple?
A loose apple.
steel apple.
We can get a letterbox. We can rate some movies.
Yeah, y'all go ahead.
Come on, Trevor. Rate your favorite movie. What's your favorite movie of all time? The Iron Giant.
The Lion King.
Hey, that's a good one.
That is a good one. Have y'all ever seen The Iron Giant?
Yes.
I think I
Yeah.
saw it when
Also,
I was a
how
kid.
can you name a favorite movie? I cannot, like, I
Yeah,
have like
I
10.
can't think of one right now, honestly.
Name just 1 out of your 10.
Twilight.
Yeah, I knew it.
Mine are more like series. Like those are my favorite like groups of movies.
See,
I
but
can't-
Twilight doesn't fully
What's
describe
yours?
my love of
Batman?
movies.
I mean, I like the Dark Knight trilogy. I love the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies. The Hobbit movies were fantastic. I love those.
That's because Scott treats him like a sing along.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
rewatched the original Star Wars. Not recently, but whenever I did, and I just felt at home watching those. But that might be a personal thing.
Yeah.
But they're pretty great. Even though Luke is kind of a cocky little bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not my favorite character.
He is at first, and then he gets into the third one, and he's
Yeah.
like,
I give you these droids.
Yeah.
"I warn you," and I'm like,
Oh,
"Okay,
yeah.
calm down, calm
now.
down."
You got a green lightsaber.
Harrison Ford
Hey,
wins that whole
From
movie.
5 to
But-
6, he just totally You're right. He just totally flips the script.
I mean, he's a Jedi now.
We can
Like,
talk about Dave Filoni and how he patches up the holes in the prequels and makes them better just by what he does around it.
mhm.
Because there's at one
God
point
bless
where
that man.
Count Dooku says to Qui-Gon that you're a wiser man than me. and that's
Yeah.
the same
Did
thing
you watch the
Qui-Gon-
Tales?
I
no,
did.
I
They were
watched
pretty
TikToks.
damn good too.
You watched
Really
them?
good.
It made me want so much more, and they're only like
Yes.
15 minutes apiece, and it pisses
It
you
taught
off.
me. I did not know that Count Dooku was still a Jedi during the events of
Yeah.
Phantom Menace. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I
And
didn't
that
either.
shit with Yaddle, or
When
Yaddle
he kills
or-
Yaddle,
Yes.
I was like, that's not what.
That's what, like, Dave Filoni, and I forget the other writer's name, and I'm so sorry, but they do so good of patching all the holes where,
Isn't it
like, the
John
prequels,
Fair?
something like that.
John
Favreau?
Favreau?
Like,
Fabio,
They
Fabio.
they sit there and go back and patch all the holes where people's like, what happened to this person? What this plot hole? Like, they're the ones. I think they're the ones who came up with the clones having the chip because
Yeah.
they came up with the Clone Wars, and that was like, why would all these clones turn? And then they're like, there's a chip in their head that makes them do that, a behavioral chip.
I read a thing the other day talking about the clones, and when Order 66 happened, they were talking about why they didn't attack Anakin, because Anakin was still technically a
Yeah.
Jedi and stuff like that, but I guess they try to fill it with, like, since the Emperor's the one that ordered 66, he made it clear that Anakin was no longer a Jedi. But apparently, in some of the comics, they attacked Inquisitors as well, because Inquisitors were still transitioning and starting to come out after Order 66. And so the clones wouldn't distinguish between the two. They would
should
still
just
attack Inquisitors.
They should have just made Anakin like kill the clones that try to kill him
Yeah.
because,
That's the whole
Anakin-
Emperor's whole thing with
Yeah.
Darth Vader.
and that's why Ahsoka survives
Yeah.
because Anakin trained her against stormtroopers.
Do you see that in one of the tales, though?
I haven't
That
watched all of 'em.
Oh, that shit's so badass because one of them is Ahsoka training, and it's like 10 clones are standing in a circle with her, and she's having to deflect all their, like, whatever that knocks them out.
Yeah.
And she does it, like, I don't know, 100 times, 200 times, and it just shows her doing it to where she gets up to, like, 4 minutes to where she's deflecting these guys for 4 minutes, and when she starts off, she couldn't do it. Like she deflected like the first 3, and then she'd get knocked out. But it's pretty cool.
I thought the first episode was really cool with seeing Ahsoka being born and her whole tribe and all that,
Yeah.
and her riding the big saber tooth thing back.
It just takes her back to the
Yeah.
den. But
That's really good. I got 2 episodes into The Mandalorian this new season, and it's pretty good. I haven't watched the next 2 episodes yet because I don't have time. But
Pedro Pascal making that money right now.
yeah,
boy.
this man's like the hottest thing out right now.
Sama. Sounds like Spanish to me.
I watched all of the, as of what is out. I watched all the Bad Batch. It's really good.
Katie 100%ed Hogwarts
yeah.
Legacy.
Almost.
Almost.
I mean, 100% of the game. I have like 6 or 7 achievements left, but 3 of those are just
The house.
playing as the other houses.
What's the other ones?
They're stupid. Like, one of them is the Petrificus Totalis one where you have to petrify up to 50 people.
Oh, man, I be doing that all the time.
I
bro.
never did that.
I petrify them, and they fall right off a cliff. Stiff as a board.
I never stealth attack ever in games.
If they, like, elaborate on that, they'd be like Arkham Knight. You're a wizard.
Yeah.
Teleporting around, that'd actually be kind of dope.
Yeah.
I'd dig it.
It's actually kind of like the game's kind of like going down now because so many people have already 100%ed it, and a lot of people are complaining about how short the story was. And it's like everybody bought the game and it was super hype, and then it fell immediately.
Welcome
Did you see
to
that
a bunch of
where it
video
said
games.
I mean-
50% or something like that?
25% have.
It was 25%.
Mhm.
Like have like
But it's,
stopped playing it.
I think it was a perfectly, like, they got plenty of side quests. They got the story. I mean, yeah, if you ran through the story and just did the story, then yeah, you're going to get through it pretty quick. But they have plenty of stuff on the side. And that's like how single player games are.
I mean, you gotta think though. You still what?
It's worth the
60 hours.
$60.
It's still like 60 hours worth of gameplay.
It's
mean,
worth it's
yeah.
worth the money that you paid for.
Probably after I finish like the rest of the achievements, it'll probably be about 70 hours of gameplay to
right.
finish
The
it.
100% it. Like I mean, that's.
I mean,
that's
I
pretty
feel
decent
like it's
amount.
definitely worth it. Yeah, people want more because it's so good. Like
Yeah.
it's so fresh.
But
and
a game's
stuff,
got to
but-
end.
Yeah, it's
I
got to
mean-
end at some point. They can't keep it. That
And-
might be. We could get into this. That might be what's wrong with a lot of these games. Is like the reason that's like that is because you got Halo and Call of Duty and Apex Legends and all these games that they just keep Siege. They just keep going with seasons, and the game never ends. So
Right.
that's like what people are kind of
Well,
used
that's
to.
also it has a multiplayer.
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, but
And-
still, people are used to that because like Fortnite and all this, they don't. It's the same.
No
game.
one's playing for a campaign anymore.
Yeah, which I
Everybody's
mean,
just
I
playing
love
for
it, but
multiplayer.
I started playing Skyrim again, and I love it. I'm addicted to it.
Yeah, I did
It
it.
feels
and
great.
Downloaded a crap ton of mods, and the game crashed.
I'd started playing Fallout 4 like a couple months back.
Do y'all think that Hogwarts Legacy is like game of the year material?
I do.
I think
just,
so.
Like
I
for
think-
this year, like knowing what's coming out later on in the year
I
and
don't
stuff
know.
like
I think
that.
I'd have to see.
What games are coming out this year?
The Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That might
Oof.
be good.
That's coming out soon,
It's
ain't
in
it?
April.
Next
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 came out recently.
Minecraft
Yeah.
Legends. That's
Really
gonna
good.
take it right there. All day
I don't know, that
Diablo.
looks-
Oh yeah.
4?
Diablo.
yeah.
Oh, Diablo 3 is
That
always.
Diablo 4, which y'all won't see this, it's a free to play.
People keep talking about Dead Island 2.
Yeah,
I got
Starfield's
you.
supposed to be huge this year too.
Yeah, Starfield's supposed to be.
That's Bethesda's new game.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like Skyrim in space or something like that.
It's like Skyrim and Fallout. It's just a Bethesda game in space.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, starships were meant to fly.
Starships were meant to fly.
Hands up.
A
Tears
lot
of
of
the
people are
Kingdom.
talking about that. Redfall is supposed to be like a Left 4 Dead zombie game, Left 4 Dead style vampire game
Oh,
Oh
where
shit.
you're like 4 survivors
It's a
killing.
Bethesda.
it's made by
too.
Bethesda too. Okay.
Crash Team Rumble.
Oh gosh,
I think that's
Um,
just a.
that crime boss game
And
up on the top of the second row. I saw an ad for
Baldur's
it.
Gate 3.
that's what I was about to
That's
say.
D&D game.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that DnD movie coming? Are y'all gonna go see it?
Oh
we
yeah.
need to. It comes out like next week.
Yeah.
Next
We
Friday.
should all go see it together.
It should. It'd be a fun movie. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be pretty funny.
What'd you say? Somebody was mad that people were mad about her.
It was something about the druid and how she shapeshifts. Because I don't know, probably because like I don't know. Some people were mad, and it's just like they homebrewed it, but they still stick to everything. They got a bard, they got a sorcerer.
Some things look better on screen
Yeah.
than how it's written, so
Yeah.
sometimes you got to do stuff
If
like
you
that.
took some D&D campaigns and like just did straight what y'all did during the campaign, that shit would be boring as fuck.
Yeah. Wow.
Is
I think
Chris
that-
Pine in it?
Yeah.
He's a
Yeah,
he's,
he's
he's
the
a
main
bard.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the bard.
There's a
I
point.
haven't seen anything for it except for a poster, I guess.
There-
But
they do a lot of the tropes that you get in Dungeons and Dragons, like when you speak to the dead, and you know how like DMs will like mess with you, and he's like, "So I get 3 questions, right?" And the thing goes, "Yes."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh God, dang it!" He's like, "All right, well you got 2 now,"
Yeah.
and he keeps like asking questions, and the thing answers, so they like waste it,
Yeah.
which would happen in like a D-
Yeah.
which that makes it less serious to me, but it also kind of
But that's kind of
brings-
how like
the
your
essence,
D&D
yeah.
sessions go.
and I think that's what they're going for in the
Is
movie,
this
which
a
is fine.
campaign that like?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea what the story is.
I saw a thing where Michelle Rodriguez was talking about how she was teasing Vin Diesel because Vin Diesel is a big D&D
Yeah.
player, and was just talking about how she's going to be in this movie and how like upset he was, like how jealous he was
Hold
of
up.
her.
Vin Diesel played D&D.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, dude!
I did not know that.
He's played with Ruby Rose, and he plays with his kids.
Oh dang.
But anyways, he got like really like jealous of her being in this movie.
He's got art too to deal
Yeah,
with.
he is doing Arc too. I swear to
to me,
God,
baby.
if they ass up Arc, I'm gonna be so upset.
Vin Diesel's a super nerd. He did this movie, The Last Witch Hunter, because it reminded him of Dungeons and Dragons.
That's pretty dope.
Huh.
Yeah, he is a big nerd.
And he did like what the movie Babylon.
Well, pull it up. I'll be pleasantly surprised if Ice Cube plays D&D. You think Ice Cube plays D&D?
No, I don't think so.
Just look up what celebrities play D&D.
I mean, obviously you got the people.
Well, you know Vin Diesel based like the Riddick Chapter 2 movie? He said he
Yeah.
wanted that to feel like a D&D.
That's a big guy all
Really?
the way to the right. God dang it.
Oh,
what's
Joe
his name?
Manganiello.
Manganiello.
Yeah.
No, ain't no way
Aubrey
Terry
Plaza?
Crews. Terry Crews be playing D&D.
Hell yeah.
They came together and did like a celebrity thing.
Oh.
And the chick from Daredevil, she plays it.
Stephen King.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate that
Tim
movie.
Tim
Duncan?
Duncan? Kurt Colbert? Or whatever his name is? Kurt Cobain?
I don't think he
think
plays.
so.
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, that's him on Critical Role.
Dude, y'all see? You showed that video of his table that he got made.
Yeah.
There's Ashley Johnson. She's in The
I
Last
still
of Us.
haven't seen Matthew Lillard, and like he's a celebrity.
Yeah, I know.
No, y'all should see Joe Manganiello's table that he got custom made for his D&D stuff. It is
Yeah, have you seen his merch line? His merch line is dope. It's like heavy metal D&D stuff.
really
would like it.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
dope.
badass.
It's not that one. It's that blue one in the YouTube video. It's like blue resin table. It's pretty cool.
Oh, it's down. It's right there, all the way to the left on the bottom row.
He don't got a TV.
It's
in
those
the
two,
middle of
yeah.
that. He ain't
Yeah,
got a
look at
TV
that.
in the middle of that.
Mm-mm.
You need a TV.
Still,
for
but there's your
that.
world map. That
The fucking river going between it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
That
it.
is dope.
That's pretty badass.
Look
a
at all the
chair like
books. Look
that.
at all them books, bruh.
That chair's too much.
That's probably about $10,000 worth of books.
That's a Curse of Strahd chair right there.
Dude, that shit is badass though.
Look at all the stuff behind them, though, like the houses and the.
Hell
Look,
yeah.
he has the hand of Vecna up there. That's cool.
I can't even imagine how much that table cost. Because I saw like that video where they're
Yeah.
making it. That shit looks.
I mean, it's probably a
Pretty
couple
dope.
grand.
I think
Yeah,
me.
I mean, you
m-
cut a
me-
tree.
I think we could make it. Let's try it.
You
Tyler.
slice.
We'll
You
make
sli-
it.
okay,
Probably
Tyler's
really
gonna
could.
slice
We
the
can do
tree.
resin. I work with
Man,
EB resin at work all the time.
you,
I need radiation though. We got.
we have so
radiation.
much black
hookup.
walnut and cedar. We could make a pretty cool TV.
I mean, then let's do it.
TV.
We can make a really cool
You
TV.
trying to make a TV out of wood?
Table.
Are you a wizard?
Are you an angel?
Let's make a table then.
Let's do it.
We gotta have a manly
Okay, but who's
project.
got the money for that much resin?
Resin is stupid
I
expensive.
mean,
so
me and Scott
Well,
might.
put it in the fun.
jeez,
Little pot.
where pot at? We can't afford the pot, Scott.
Yeah, we don't even got the pot to put the money in.
We
We're
ain't
still-
even
we're
got a
saving
pot to
up for
piss
that.
in. Okay, first thing, we get a pot. Then we get money to put in the pot. Then we get a table.
No, we get the resin to build
For
the
the
table.
And you get the wood. Because you're a wood man.
Yeah.
I
All that
guess.
black cedar you're talking about.
Black walnut, you
Oh.
dummy. Look up a clean piece of black walnut. Look how beautiful this wood is. You're not even lying.
A clean piece of black walnut.
Walnut.
Look, no,
What the hell?
not walnuts. Right
Oh,
there.
hell yeah. We can make a table out of that.
We have so much of that at the shop cut just like that.
We could buy it from
Yeah, that's
Etsy for
actually-
$800.
That is really nice.
They make gun stocks out of it. I'm telling you, you can find a black walnut, a healthy one that hasn't dried out like that one. It is pitch black
It's got
in
a
the
little
middle.
smiley face.
And they're walnut
Well,
trees.
why
We
don't
have them
you-
all around here.
You could probably stain
You
it
need to
darker,
talk to
too,
Brian.
look at.
Then look up a clean cut of cedar. I'm telling you, a clean piece.
If there's one thing Tyler's passionate about, it's wood.
Fucking wood.
Look, oh, not the
Look at them
hangers.
hangers.
Come on, go down.
It's like red. Yeah.
Right there. For the one for sale, over to the left.
I can get some stuff for my
For
job.
$159 on Etsy.
We can put it on top of it.
No,
glue it.
600 and it's the $700 one.
New
Oh.
paint pine.
It's the second one. You're right next to it.
I'm still in woe over this black walnut.
The cedar.
Nah, the ones before that.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's pretty too, but
cedar. Though you. Oh God, it's so
Get-
pretty.
we started a Minecraft server, and if y'all would
Oh.
like to see that, let us know.
Can't join though.
Yeah, no, you can't join it, but you can watch us play it. We have pretty good fun, even though it's just like me
I
and
can make
Tyler
some
and
bum
Haley's
ugly
silent
houses.
in the corner doing
So
whatever she's
no,
doing.
here's what happened today: is Tyler was in the living room and I was in our bedroom. I was watching Orange is the New Black while I was playing
Pause.
Minecraft.
Pause. She plays Minecraft on her iPad.
I think we've stated this, and it is horrendous. I don't know how you do this.
Anyways, well, in fact, we had to track down my iPad today because my parents had it because I had put it in their car, I guess. And so we tracked it down, and I brought it home, and I turned on the TV. This is why I like to play it on the iPad, because I can have the TV going, can watch my shows while I'm playing Minecraft.
I like to have like 100% of my focus into the Minecraft because if I don't, I'm gonna die.
That's what happened to me today.
I mean, I died several times, but that's because, okay, usually when we play on easy because I suck. And Trevor decides this time we're going to play normal, and I've died like 30 times.
It's called Get Good.
Good
I'll
gaming.
get good on my iPad. I promise you that.
No, but
I'm
you
going
need
to
someone.
strip mine.
I was about to say you need someone to strip mine for. I swear, this girl has found the end of an infinite map. Strip mining.
She found the fucking void where
Yeah.
the random
Tyler's like,
generation gets all
I-
messed up.
I asked Tyler, I was like, do you ever find like, big caves when you're strip mining? Like, is that, does that happen? And
Not
Tyler's
when
like,
you're-
no, it doesn't. And then I was finding big caves last time because I just kept
Eventually,
Well,
you're
now
gonna run
it
into
does because
something.
of the cave update. But all right,
Which our island is full of caves right now too, so that's
Yeah, I fell
Pretty
into one
legit.
earlier and died.
Yeah, watch out. There's like 3 ravines.
holes
on the
everywhere.
ground.
Watch out.
yeah, Minecraft.
No, you talk about when I got in Katie's car the other day and what she was listening to.
Minecraft
About,
songs. Oh,
What's it, Casey Anthony or whatever?
Oh yeah, I was listening to Kendall Ray's old episode about Casey Anthony
Mm.
because he didn't really know much about it.
Oh, so now you're interested.
That shit was
I
pretty interesting.
remember-
We were sitting there listening to it. It was pretty interesting.
It,
And how
yeah,
people were
and she's
reacting.
just out there.
Yeah,
Well, how people were reacting.
we
to it
listened to
being
the
not
last
guilty.
10 minutes on the way home from Walmart today, and he was like, "Not guilty," and I was
Yeah.
like, "Yep."
In fact, she just did an interview on something, and she's explaining like how she didn't do it, but she's lying throughout the entire thing. It's crazy.
Katie was saying that she thinks it's a possibility that like she drowned in the pool,
Oh.
and then they were just covering it up.
They do mention that, but I mean, that's still neglect. Like,
Oh yeah,
you
no,
know.
you're still guilty. I'm just saying that, like,
And I'm not
maybe
saying
it
that
wasn't-
it was
But
an
why lie?
accident.
Why
I'm
keep
not saying
lying?
it was an accident either, because it took her a month to report her kid missing. Only after her mom, she just couldn't lie anymore,
Yeah.
and she was out getting
She
tattoos.
created up Zanny the nanny.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy. How she went all the, or somehow she went all the way to what, Disney World in Orlando.
no, she was saying
Yes, she went into the underground things and was just acting like she worked there.
Yeah, and then turned around and just told the cop, "I don't work here," and they're like, "What the fuck? You don't work here?"
Didn't she also have her kid in the trunk and told nobody?
yeah, but the cadaver dogs smelled a dead body in her car,
and not just the cadaver dogs. I
Yeah.
mean, it was so rough that
well, and they found like traces of chloroform, but in one of the mom's phone calls to the police, her mom was crying, saying that it smelled like a dead body in her daughter's car and that her granddaughter was missing.
and they found her wrapped up in a blanket not that far away from the house.
Yeah,
too.
there was
She
a
was in a trash
surveyor or
bag,
something.
and her skull still had the duct tape around the mouth.
Jesus
Mm.
Christ.
And she was a 3-year-old baby.
I can't.
Yeah,
can't
and
do it.
she's just out there, just living her life.
Mhm.
Can't do it.
Still going to parties, by the way.
Yeah.
You see pictures of her on stages, and it's no, I'm good. No, thank you. If she ever gets near me, I'm gonna have some strong words.
I'm gonna send her a strong letter.
You got the United
Strong-worded
States
letter.
judicial system to thank for this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's just like all the murders that are going on right now. These people can just get away with it. OJ got away with it too. I mean, let's just be honest. And he wrote
Hey,
a
the
book
glove
about
did
it.
not fit. You must acquit.
Hello, Twitter world.
He wrote a book about if I did it, here's how I did it, basically. So
Oh my god.
Wait, it's one sentence long.
but the
Watch the
the
news. That's how
Bronco
it is.
police chases everything.
Yeah, especially the picture where he's like, and all the cops behind him.
And he's going like 40 miles an hour.
Different time back. It was the 80s.
You could do anything in the 80s.
It wasn't the
It
80s.
was the 90s.
Yeah, no.
Oh, did y'all know that Afroman's house got raided?
Yes, and he wrote a song about it.
What?
And he
Oh,
wrote a whole
yes.
album about it.
It's hilarious.
And the cops are mad, and they're suing
Why you have
him
to look at
Well,
my...
they're suing him because he used the footage of them in his house in his
on
music
his own
video.
property.
Yes.
He was talking
Which
about how they were
should
looking at his
be
pound cake on
public
his
property.
counter.
Yeah, I mean, he should be able to use it, right? Because it's on his.
And they didn't find anything, and now they're mad and upset because they didn't get him for anything.
How are you gonna raid Afroman's house? Like,
They didn't.
You
find
know, there was
anything.
one cop
His
sitting
kids
there
were
like,
in there.
bruh.
The song is called "Will You Fix My Door? Can you fix this door?" Because they broke down his door.
oh my god! Like, this is a full-on raid. Like,
yeah,
they
no,
raided,
they raided
this
his house and they scared his kids and everything, and he made a song about it. And now those cops are suing him because they're butthurt that they didn't find anything.
Oh my god, dude!
This world.
Everybody needs to know about that. The 12 followers that follow this, y'all look it up.
Yeah.
y'all need to know about this. This is wild.
Afro Man don't deserve that kind of hate.
No, man.
She whipped that. That were bigger than mine.
I mean, yeah, he does sing about weed, but they
I
didn't
mean-
find nothing. So
Everybody sings about weed.
you're a ride smokes. Justin Roiland his case was dismissed. Did y'all hear about that?
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Even though, oh my God, the things he said in like the old podcast was totally inappropriate.
Oh, have you seen his DMs that haven't allegedly? But have
No,
you
I
seen?
haven't.
He talked like Morty to women.
What?
That's
Awooga, awooga, I want to see your boobies and stuff like that. It's
so
wild.
cringy.
And then he's like, it was like, I can't believe people are saying this about me. It's like, bro, they got your DMs. You were nasty, dude.
Bro, that's like I haven't watched it yet, but a documentary just came out about Jared, the Subway guy,
Oh, yeah.
and all of
Oof.
his messed up crap that he
Yeah, I don't even
did.
want to talk about that.
And then I was watching your
I've
mom's
eaten
house.
a crap load of
and
Subway, and I haven't lost all that.
Tom
weight.
Segura was talking about how he ate pizza with him while he was doing a commercial. It was either on Your Mom's House or Two Bears, but I can't remember which one. But I thought that was funny. But he was just as messed up, if not more.
Oh, way messed up. Man, jacked up. Counter-Strike 2 is coming out.
It's about time. How long has it been? 23 years?
No, you need to see this smoke. Like, the smoke is so dynamic that when you shoot and a bullet goes through it, it shoots the smoke out and comes back in. And like when you throw a smoke grenade, it looks wild. This is the only thing I've seen about Counter-Strike, but that shit is wild.
Looks like regular Counter-Strike.
By the
Yeah,
way,
watch
Tyler
it,
was
watch
playing
it.
GTA in front of my entire family last weekend.
That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
Looks like
crazy ass smoke.
looks like a regular smoke grenade. That's what they do. That's how it renders it. Now watch when they shoot through it. I'm telling you, this is like Unreal Engine 5 is getting wild. Like Fortnite, we should talk about that too.
Dude, that shit looks so clean.
Like watch him throw that. Look, you see
That's
that?
cool.
Oh yeah, that is really cool.
And like you can throw a grenade and it puts it to the side and stuff. I know it's like not that crazy, but just where games are going, especially with this Unreal Engine 5, you can't tell what stuff is real. Like it's going to be so hard to tell stuff apart cuz
You're just gonna be hallucinating the whole time.
you know when you're in the game and you fly away from stuff and it like eventually it de-renders and it's like a 2D
It's
image.
a poly
Yeah.
model.
Yeah, it's just like it's called like a billboard.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what it's called. That Unreal Engine 5 is getting away with that. I think they're in 2 now. I think 2's the newest one.
Oh, have you seen the people who made the whole thing of them alone on a cruise ship on a TikTok? It looks super real, and I was like, who did this? And it's Unreal Engine, and it's like
Yeah, that was crazy.
it
Oh,
looks.
and you couldn't tell that it
I
wasn't?
could not tell.
No,
The
'cause
only
it really
way
did
I was able to tell was there was a
Yeah, that shit looks crazy.
there was
I mean, that shit looks real.
And now they're implementing AI into it to where it can randomly generate stuff.
I don't like that.
That looks like that. I mean,
look up
you
Unreal
put that
Engine.
in Oculus and we're in Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are going to be stuck in their worlds.
Look at this crap.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
I mean, that kind of looks like a video game,
Well,
but
yeah, I mean, there's always the uncanny valley aspect of it, and Fortnite is like on the front edge of it. Like, I don't care what anybody says about Fortnite; they know what they're doing.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Look how big Fortnite is.
Look how big it is, and look what they're doing. Like, look, he's pulling away from this, and nothing is de-rendering. Like, nothing is going to this or that. It's just that's all like 3D models, and they can do that because of the polygons. And they can easily take away trees and stuff.
poor
It's-
computer is just screaming. Do Unreal.
I don't think his computer is screaming. Look
No,
what he got
probably
down
not.
there.
Is this the
he almost
Titanic?
Yeah, we can all relive the horrifying
Yeah.
sinking of
Also,
the Titanic.
Let's talk about it. Everybody had a phase like when they were like in 5th grade where they,
You
just
had a
went through the
Titanic
Titanic
phase?
phase.
I never had a Titanic
What?
phase
Hold on,
in
please,
my life.
please elaborate what the Titanic phase is.
I feel like
Wishing you were on there when it was
No,
blowing up.
no,
like
like in
wanting to
5th
see it.
grade, like someone mentions it and then you do all the research on it. 1912,
Look
there
at
was
that.
a crash. It could have been what was the other boat? But then eventually you watch the movie and I guess it's just a girl thing, maybe, or maybe just a me thing.
Katie, elaborate. You,
Titanic
you had a
phase?
Titanic
I
phase?
did not.
I had
Her
a
phase was Harry
Titanic
Potter.
phase.
That was her phase.
It's
I
still
had
her
other
phase.
phases,
Like what?
like my Twilight phase
Well, yeah, everybody has to go
and my
through
Paramore
Twilight.
phase.
Mm.
Oh, well, I mean,
No,
had that
Paramore
phase.
was my life.
live, breathed.
Yes, like I would come home from work or not
Listen
from
to it.
work, Jesus, from school,
Sit there
and would just
cry.
listen to the album over and over and over and over.
So while
again
she
till
was
bed.
listening to Paramore, I was deep in the books about
There was an age gap there. Too.
Why did this happen?
How far? How many years apart are we? How old are you?
I'm
22?
22. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm 5 years older
Yeah, I mean, that's
than you. Yeah,
like
when
sisters.
I was in 8th
Yeah.
grade, going through that phase, you were in like 4th grade.
Yeah, so that's about the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah. What were you about to say about Twilight?
Yeah.
Squad?
It wasn't about Twilight.
Enlighten us.
I was just gonna be about like book series that got transitioned into like movies and shows and stuff. And I was about to bring up that trash that you were watching the other day.
Yeah, so besides Harry Potter, my favorite book series is The Mortal Instruments, and they made a movie. It's called The Mortal Instruments, and I think it's Lily Collins is the main character, and the guy who plays Vecna is the love interest. He's the other main character. But I liked it because I loved those books so much. Well, they turned it into an ABC Family. I guess it was Freeform by then. Into a show called Shadowhunters, and it had 3 seasons.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, and I've wanted to reread the books, but I don't have time right now, so I've been watching the show, and it is absolutely terrible.
It's bad.
It's so bad.
Some of the CGI in it is horrible.
good.
Like I don't know.
He's hot.
Hell yeah, look at that. Especially with all the tats.
Oh my god.
What is this?
Those fingerless gloves.
Immortal Instruments?
The Mortal Instruments.
They're called Mortal Instruments?
Yeah, Mortal.
Okay.
Because they're after the Mortal Cup. But they're Nephilim. They're half angel, and they kill, like, demons and stuff. But there's vampires, werewolves, the whole 9. But the books are just so good. And they go into all this shit. And, like, in one of them, the 2 of them are in the bad guy's, like, basement or whatever. Because he's using the Mortal Cup as how they created Shadowhunters. But he's trying to use them to make, like, half angel, half demon creatures to, like, rule everything. And anyway, they find a chained up angel in the basement. And it's one of the most disturbing scenes to me that I've ever read, just because it was so detailed. And it's just like imagining capturing an angel and chaining it up and like for years, like taking its blood to make things. It's just like, it's so wild. The books are so good, but
that's messed up.
I remember when the books came out.
Yeah.
They were like, you know, when you go in the library and they're like on a shelf.
Yeah.
Like they're on a table.
That first picture up there.
You're too young to know, Haley.
I'm just a wee baby.
Yeah.
A child.
A wee baby.
But I was telling Scott, too, that when the 6th, because it was originally a trilogy, and then she wrote 3 more. When the 6th book came out, that was when, like, getting signed copies from Barnes & Noble was a thing. And so I ordered the signed copy, and I got it, and it was a fucking print of her signature.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Hey,
That
she
is
did
not
get
good.
a signed copy of
Tom Felton's
Felton's
book, the
book.
guy who plays
Oh.
Malfoy.
Yeah.
He just came out with it a couple months ago, Beyond the Wand, and I did get a signed copy of that one.
Was that just like his experience?
It's
making
kind of like
movies?
his bibliography.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Didn't Alan Rickman write a book about Harry Potter too?
No, he died,
like
and
that
they
picture.
took his diary and his writings
I don't know
and
a picture like
published
that.
them.
That's
And
a little messed up.
there is some stuff in there where he talks shit about other like actors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's
fucked up.
just what you think about Anne Frank. Anne Frank was not imagining her diary was going to be out there. You know,
Right.
I
It
mean,
is.
Nobody does.
Anne Frank isn't real.
That's just
Yeah,
the price you
Fraser.
pay. That's just the price you pay when you
see, Anne Frank
lose
was
the
who I
ultimate
obsessed
game
with
of
after
hide and seek.
Titanic.
I just didn't like history that much.
So that's it.
Yeah, madly, deeply.
I need to take a picture like that. Put it on my Facebook.
Hell yeah. That's the man.
That is the man. Gone
It's
too
too bad
soon.
he's dead.
R.I.P.
I made my English teacher scream when I was in 10th grade.
You were so
Fifth
wrong
grade?
for what you did.
10th grade.
Oh, 10th grade.
I was it was like the day after he died, and she huge Harry Potter fan, had a whole room decorated Harry Potter stuff. I was like, ha, Snape died, and she was in the middle of class like, I know. And I was like, I'm talking about a lot louder, and like covered her mouth and was like, oh, good God,
Too
what
soon.
happens if I say Voldemort? Voldemort.
Speaking of books, I've been reading Verity, which I'm only halfway through, from Colleen Hoover.
Mhm.
That's what all the white women are so obsessed with right now is Colleen Hoover books. I'm having a hard time getting through it. It's a little
Raunchy.
not raunchy. It's just there's
It's
some
raunchy.
messed up. There's some messed up. Well, I mean, there's some good raunchy in it, but there's there's some messed up
This
parts.
is why I don't read. You know the bad thing is,
But I've heard that that's only
women
maybe
at our
Verity.
church are the ones that told her to read this.
Damn.
Not really. I've heard it. I've heard about it everywhere.
But
It's all over
if
book
you
talk.
were to read it,
Smut.
schmuck down,
I mean, it. Yeah.
schmuck down.
It's okay. It's not as bad as some of the romantical books.
Yeah.
I have read.
It's just weird because you read it, and
But she, one of the lines was,
That's just taught you.
he fed
No,
me before he
he effed me.
he fed me before he
And it
effed
was
me.
Steak and Shake, and I really related.
No, but like if you read it like my mother-in-law, she was like, if you didn't read the front page and know it was made by a woman, you would have said that's definitely wrote by a man because of how
it could-
raunchy
because-
it
well,
is.
It's not. Yeah, it's just, some of these romantic books, they get into it. They get detailed. They give you all the things. But she's not as detailed in that way. It's still pretty interesting.
I'm trying to remember. I started one of her books.
I'm trying to get through it, but there's some weird stuff about some abortion
male.
things
Who are
going
these
on.
horny
And I'm
ass
like,
men writing these books? Y'all gotta cut it out. Leave it to the women. They do a lot better than us.
Man.
In
Have you
fact,
ever read a Stephen King book?
No.
You might change your
Mhm.
mind about that.
Yeah, his books are kind of.
Granted, he does have some fucked up shit in some of his other
That's
books.
what I mean.
Like at the end of it, where it's like the kid orgy.
Yeah.
Click that
Not
one
a
right
fan of
there.
that one.
Why
Yeah.
do so many women read male gay fan fiction?
that's a great question.
It's super small on the first one. It's
I don't think I've ever read that.
No, it said like 60% of men to 40% of women of like
Who
smut,
writes it?
sexual books.
how does the gay community react to the fact that minority
Sounds like dangerous
majority of
territory.
readers who read as well as write male on male homoerotic fiction are straight women?
Tyler learns how to read this episode.
Yeah.
As a
This is why he
resident
doesn't read.
Cura get how
That
you say
bottom
that?
question-
Cura?
Am I still a lesbian if I like a male anime character?
My wife reads gay fiction. Should I be worried?
What have we gotten into?
Is it weird for a straight person to read gay fiction?
We have fallen down
That's
the rabbit
what-
hole.
right there. You got double the hotness without a character to be envious of. So they ain't got to be envious of a hot woman getting her shit rocked.
I mean, I guess so,
Cheeks
but
clapped.
Getting them cheeks clapped.
Shit rocked.
Some dude punched this shit out. for
This one says, I'm a female, but I really love gay sex or gay books. I've tried to be straight and ...
that was not a very straight to the point question.
You get
well.
doxxed.
Anyways,
Talking about
you gotta
Yeah.
do what you do to, keep yourself entertained. Reading is a good
yeah, while Tyler's over
Studious
there
way.
playing Minecraft.
I do suck at finishing a book though. That's one of my
Oh,
things.
that's how I am with movies and not movies, TV shows and games and stuff. Like I haven't finished Hogwarts Legacy. yet.
Neither have I.
I'll get so far and then I'll get
You're
really
not
bored
good
at
at
the
playing
end.
any single player game, Scott. You're playing Ark.
Yeah.
Let's just
Until
be
you
honest.
stop playing that, you got no argument.
No, he's playing NASCAR now.
Yeah,
Man
he's
goes
playing
to
Hey,
work.
that
Man goes
shit's fun,
Man goes to one NASCAR race, and he's the biggest fan in the
Hell
world.
Yeah. Went to an Atlanta Motor Speedway race. It was fun. All right, had a
I mean,
good
it's
time
pretty
with
good.
some buddies.
All right, I'm gonna say it. So
Uh-oh.
when we were going to Texas Roadhouse yesterday, I just popped in my mind. Stupid question. Turned it down. Turned the radio
No,
down.
don't.
It was my stupid question.
No, because I'm stupid too.
I said, how far does a car drive in NASCAR? And I was like, look, if the race
Like,
is
how many
like 4
miles?
or how many miles does one race or one car go? And I was like, look, if it's like a 4-hour race
That was Scott.
and they're going 200 miles an hour, yeah, going 200 miles an hour, then 200 times 4, that's like 600 miles. Well, there's a reason why they call them the Daytona 500, and yeah.
It made me feel so dumb when I read it. I was like 500, 600, 400, and Taylor's like, oh my God.
I said, she was like, some of them are 500 miles, 400 miles, 600 miles. And I was like, oh, is that why they call it the Daytona 500? Let's never talk about this. To anybody. Turn the radio back up and stop talking.
Oh my god. Hey, look though, that NASCAR game is hard as shit.
Is it a game?
Okay, yes.
Yeah, they have
Oh,
that.
I thought you were talking about the
Well-
race. You were
Well,
calling
the
it a
race
game.
is cool. There's
'Cause you
like
gotta
3
stay-
wrecks.
You
It
gotta
was pretty
stay
cool.
in line, and you gotta.
Oh yeah, no, and you
draft
can't just like. I mean, if you cut up the side, you lose speed, and it gets hard as shit. There's so much wear and tear on your car. Like you have to pit and do stuff like that.
I'm just not gonna pit every time. Blow all
Can I
four
tell
tires.
y'all
You
about
can.
Well-
a beautiful memory I had when I was little. So me and my dad used to play NASCAR, and he would turn around and
Yes,
crash all the cars, so I would win.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Aww.
that is beautiful.
Tyler's
Make
about
me
to cry.
just thinking about it.
Yeah.
But it was pretty great. And it was awesome to see in the car like, whoa, boom!
Yeah.
And it would straight on slam
And
into
it would just
people.
throw them up in the air, be like, "Rrr, rrr, rrr," like it
And
just
I'm
going.
like, going. It was a pretty great memory.
They have interactive controllers too, where you have the.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
but
you,
it has pedals that goes with it.
Yeah.
yeah. You can
It's
buy
been
the
around since the
whole
90s,
setup.
baby.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
know. My dad had one that went
Oh,
with our
yeah, yeah,
PS2.
No, but
Yeah.
listen, you can buy the whole setup. One of the cheapest setups you can buy because they're like pushing it in the games, like it
Yeah.
shows the advertising. $700. You can
People
get
do it
behind the
too.
wheel of a
It's not as
NASCAR.
bad as I was thinking.
Have you seen the people who put TVs up and it's like they're actually in like a
Have you
real
seen the
car?
people that will go buy like a
It's wild.
I saw a guy that bought a totaled car, but the inside was fine, it was just totaled through the back, and it was like a Dodge Charger, and he cut it in half and took it all apart and
put all the
built
shit
it
in
in
it.
one room, and then put the TV in the windshield and had the steering wheel and everything in there hooked up. It was super cool.
When my dad was training to be a truck driver, there is like a simulator you do, and it looks like a truck, and you see everything. And then I saw someone on TikTok the other day do it,
Yeah.
and he ran over somebody while he was doing it.
No, your dad was telling me about that the other day. He said once you pass all of it, they'll let you get back on there and kind of have fun with it. And he said it's like a level you go through and you deal with like deers running across the road, and one of them it was like a whole herd, and you see it coming and you got to stop. Well, so Jay said he stopped. And he followed them into the field and just started going duk, 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 duk. And the whole simulation was just jumping up and down as he was running over all of them.
Speaking of big trucks, do y'all remember that game we used to have?
Mother trucker.
Big Mother Truckers or some
Yeah.
shit like
That
that.
was so stupid.
It was fun though because like you would have like motorcycle gangs that would try and steal the cargo, and they would get up on top of the truck, and
I
you'd
got
have
a
to
game
wreck
that
them.
we should play. There's a
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
it's kind of like this, but it's a simulator and it's just a trucking simulator.
Oh, right there.
People
Right there in
play
the
it.
middle.
Yeah, with the dudes on top of the truck, right?
And
there.
No, down.
We could pretty much do what we're doing now,
I
but
swear it
somebody
was
just
like-
drives a truck across America.
That's it.
It's a trucking simulator. It's like farming simulator.
Yeah.
You just drive a truck, you pick up loads, and you go. But I mean, it's like you're doing a free, like we're doing a free roam, but one of us is driving, and we just got something to laugh
Hey,
at.
I'm the one
Somebody
closest to
can't
a CDL, okay? I still got my learners.
Speaking of these driving games, what was that driving game to where it was Toy Story? And it was like,
I saw.
You know what
people-
I'm
we
talking
need to
about?
Play old games. I saw somebody play. We'll get back to it.
Whoa.
I saw somebody play the Disney skateboarding game.
yes, dude. Oh,
Me and Scott played the.
That's about
crap
like
out of
it.
That game.
dude, that shit was so cool.
Imagine having that set up just to play Farming Simulator.
That'd be so awesome.
Tyler would never come out and see the light of day.
What I want to know
But
is
where
what
are you
you
putting
doing.
that in your house?
What you doing with your emergency air brakes? Your parking brake and your emergency air brakes on a dang tractor.
Well, he probably does all that stuff. That's wild.
That's
What is that game though?
what game?
It was.
Here we go.
I don't remember.
Do you know what I'm
Toy
talking
Story.
about?
Like a Toy Story Mario Kart?
Yes,
I don't remember.
it was something like that. To
I
where
remember the Buzz Lightyear game where you were jumping around Andy's room and stuff, and you went out.
that one was good, but that's the second. I think it's like Toy Story 2. But this is
Toy
like,
Story Racer on PlayStation?
I think so.
This might have been a U game, Scott.
I think this is it. But I didn't have it. Yeah, it was on PlayStation. Yes, this is the game. That shit was fun as fuck. And all it
Go to
was
that
the
picture
Mario
at the
Kart.
bottom middle. Was that what it looked like?
Yeah. Yeah, this is it.
Yeah, that's it. Because I remember the little little RC cars.
I remember that
we should start
disc.
playing old games.
Yeah, when you get the money to buy 'em. Let's talk about DK Oldies. Have y'all heard about that crap?
Yeah, that they're overpricing everything.
Yeah, and
they
they're
don't
just
even-
trash.
Yeah, they don't even refurbish it. It's like a refurbishing company, and you can like buy
You
a
buy-
Wii or a
yeah.
PlayStation or whatever.
Yeah, you're
The
better.
Xbox is behind your head. They sell for like $300.
Yeah, you're better off just going into like comic book shops and different stuff like that
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
sell stuff. And we should go the one downtown, or it's not downtown anymore. It moved, but
Comic Books Plus or whatever.
yeah, well, it's still downtown. I guess it just moved to the other side. But you can buy like an original Xbox in there for like $100.
We should do that and play the games.
I gotta go
Get a
and
capture
get.
card.
We need to get some more Nintendo 64
Well,
controllers.
we can still play
too
the
from there.
games on the
cruising the world.
Xbox.
Yeah, but we only have 2 controllers. We gotta get 2 more.
Can you play them on the 360?
You can play them on the
What?
The original Xbox games?
They're starting.
Yeah, you
they've
can.
almost got all
Yeah.
of them on the Xbox S. You just got to buy them again,
They don't have
or
brute
you can
force.
put the cord.
They don't have brute force.
Man, brute force was trash. What was that game we used to play? Turok.
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 The one on the 360 was the best.
Yeah,
I
the
think it was
dinosaurs.
360. Yeah, because you do
Yeah.
like stealth kills and stuff.
I thought it was pretty cool.
We had that one, but our parents took it away because it was rated M. Along with GTA 3 and GTA Vice City.
Yeah.
I remember I used to play GTA 3, but I don't think I had a memory card, or I just didn't know how to play it. So it was like that first mission, I would like drive off into the ocean and die, and it was just that repeat mission every time because I was like 5.
I remember that you could do the cheat codes for the different stuff and just like spawn a tank in
Or a
and
jet.
just yeah.
All right, that's it. Bye.
Like, comment, subscribe, follow us on all the social media for anything. Every comment, like, subscribe helps us, helps grow our podcast. And everyone y'all do, we appreciate.